Yo, what up? Welcome to Atsuego Chad's Collabo, I guess I should say.
Well, that's a nice, Atsuego Chad's Collabo.
Atsuego
like
Chad's
that.
Collabo. Distinction Chad's Collabo?
Okay,
I'm not sure which one. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about... should we introduce ourselves?
sure.
Yeah, everyone knows who I am. My name's Nick. Who's this guy right here?
I'm just some guy he found on the street.
Yeah.
My name is Logan.
Yeah. He's a pretty big deal, guys.
Yeah, I'm much bigger than Nick, that's all.
Yeah, taller.
Yeah.
But when I say big deal, I mean he does editing and photography
Sure,
and
sure.
stuff like that, right?
Illustration.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are we going to talk about today?
What are we going to talk about today? What we're going to talk about today is our favorite vacation.
Oh,
I've been to many places in the world, including North Korea, actually.
okay.
Yeah, but that wasn't my favorite.
That's not your
vacation.
favorite?
Not my favorite. Do you want to go first and tell everybody about yours, or shall I? You go. Fire away, buddy. Come on.
All right, fine. So my favorite vacation was in the Philippines at an island, the Palamacan Island. I believe I'm mispronouncing that completely, but
Okay.
it's with the hotel group Aman. So it's Aman Pulo, it's called.
Aman Pulo, okay.
It's a private island in the Philippines. You know,
Ooh.
you get your own little golf carts, and
Okay.
you know, there's only like, I don't know, 10 little houses on the whole island.
All right.
You have that Filipino breakfast every morning.
What's a Filipino breakfast?
Oh, pulled pork over rice
Oof,
and
man.
egg, and
That
it's
sounds
just
amazing.
It's insane. I loved it. I had it every day. You know, 6:30 in the morning, but it's just beautiful outside. White sandy beaches. You could swim with the turtles. You know, doing a little James Bond thing under the water.
So you're holding the turtle, and it's
Yeah, I just grab them. Yeehaw! You know, but no, they had little underwater jet skis, right?
nice.
And so
Do you
you
need a
could-
license to do that, or?
No, just a license to kill,
Oh,
like James Bond.
yeah.
But,
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was really awesome, and yeah, perfect weather.
Is it expensive? That's a pretty.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
definitely worth it. You know, massage on top of this mountain and all this stuff. It was a good time. And if you are ever thinking to go to some tropical island like that I've never been to a better place.
It would fit the bill.
It fit the bill.
All right. Okay. Can I talk now? We've heard enough from this guy.
Yeah, let's talk
it's
about
my
your
turn.
North Korean adventure.
No, I'm talking about Holland
All right.
because it's one of my favorite places. One of my best friends are there, so I've been quite a number of times.
It's very open-minded over there.
It
isn't
is very open-minded over there. There, I mean, obviously laws, certain laws we won't get into too much, but not just that. I mean, Dutch people are very open-minded. They make jokes all the time. Anyway, I went, say, 15 years ago once, and then I went again like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically turned into like the hub of Europe. Like everybody speaks English, super international. Dude, the food's amazing. And I don't mean Dutch food, because there is Dutch food and there's really good cheese and the wine's really good, but you can get Greek food, Turkish food, and stuff from everywhere.
You don't really have to leave your comfort zone, it sounds like.
No, you don't have to leave your comfort zone. I mean, you can, because you can try some type of food you've never had before. But
But it has everything else.
it has
that you're
everything.
used to.
And the other thing is, like, the city is just, old, right? So you'll be in Japan and you'll see some castle and you'll be like, oh, wow, this is what Europe was doing at that time. So you can kind of compare them. Dude, Amsterdam is amazing. I went to the Van Gogh Museum, which is, I guess, one of the most famous artists of all time, right? Do you like Van Gogh or not really?
No, I love Van Gogh.
Yeah, man,
for sure.
it's kind of cool because the Japanese people watching this, I don't know if you know this, but he was really inspired by.
Yeah, he came out
Ukiyo-e.
here and painted for a while, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I went in there like paintings, Van Gogh paintings. I could barely keep it together. I was like super excited.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So.
But my vacation was still better.
No, mine was definitely better. You want to fight?
I do.
Okay. Anyway, today we talked about our favorite vacation. If you guys, if you guys have a better vacation, maybe if we ever do a YouTube video, you can comment on it or something like that. If we ever do. Anyway, we'll see you guys again. Goodbye.
Bye.